Hi everyone, Daljit here. Just wanted to do this quick video and let you guys know about a course that I'm going to be offering coming up in January 2025 on the Jupiter Saturn Cycles. And it's called Saturn Builds What Jupiter Dreams. And it's actually been a dream of mine to be able to teach a course like this. And so I'm actually building it, putting this Jupiter Saturn cycle to good use and building a course to take a small group, 20-person cohort through this sort of, intimate lecture series and to help you align with your own Jupiter Saturn cycle so that you can build what you dream. It's one of the most important cycles that I encourage all my clients to track and use when I do readings in their own charts. And so I'm really excited to be able to share this as a course going forward. And particularly important just given the sort of time that we're coming into. 2025 and 2026 are going to be really major shifts for us in terms of what's coming our way. It's already begun as we've moved. Pluto is firmly into Aquarius now. This new 20-year Aquarian era has begun. And I think we all can agree we've just moved through some sort of portal, or we are in the process of it. So this will really help us to ground ourselves in this new era and really build a solid game plan based on Jupiter and Saturn in our charts. One of the most important cycles that we can track by transit. So thought I'd just share you a little bit about the course, give you a little taste or a preview of what I'm going to be offering. And if it's something that's of interest to you or to a friend, a family member, a colleague, maybe you can join me for this course. So quick look here, Saturn builds what Jupiter dreams. And of course, we think about Jupiter as the expansive, aspirational planet in our chart, and then Saturn as the builder, as the lord of time, the taskmaster that comes behind and sort of builds what Jupiter dreams. And together, these two planets are like the architects of our life. And that's what I'm going to demonstrate for you as I go through this course. Here we have, just examples of, say, Jupiter in his form of Sagittarius as the centaur, right? The philosopher of the zodiac who's aiming his arrows high in the sky, the aspiration, the dreams, the vision of Jupiter. And wherever it is in our chart by house and sign is going to show us where we dream big, what our aspirations are. But of course, those have to be grounded. And here's Saturn in his guise as the ruler of Capricorn, the goat, the mountain goat who builds on what Jupiter dreams, plants the seeds, brings the vision down to earth and actually grounds it in something that can be built, that can have structure, that it can have form. So what we're going to learn in this course is how do we use these two cosmic companions in our chart so that we can build on our dreams, so that we can build something of structure. Right? So we're going to look at these two archetypes who sometimes are seen as opposites, but we're going to see that they're actually, as I said, cosmic complements. So Jupiter is the dreamer, and we'll see where are we inspired to seek meaning and growth and abundance in our lives. And we'll look at that in contrast and in comparison with Saturn, who is the builder of our chart, and to ground the dreams of Jupiter into reality through effort and structure. Right? So we're going to look at this powerful duo and we're going to use it to build sort of a game plan. How can we guide the future towards lasting success and fulfillment? That's kind of one of the promises of this course, right? So we'll look at the two cycles. We'll look at Jupiter's cycle first. We'll look at how it plants the seed of possibility, right? It's a 12-year cycle that we all have. The cycle of growth, expansion, new beginnings, where we explore. We might explore new educational opportunities, career advancement, relationships, right? All these things tend to come our way in this cycle every 12 years. So if you're approaching your Jupiter return or you're in a Jupiter opposition, you may experience this surge of enthusiasm, a renewed sense of purpose, and you may be encouraged to dream big and embrace the possibilities. So we'll take a look at where that is for all of us in our charts and start to make a plan. Where is the growth cycle of expansion? Where are the new beginnings are being called for us? And then we'll look at Saturn cycle, which builds the foundations, right? This is a 29-year cycle. Comes behind Jupiter and says, okay, let's build something of lasting value on these dreams and aspirations. Construction, discipline, contraction. Gather your resources, build and refine on the dream, right? And we'll see how these two planetary cycles work in combination. And we'll, maybe you're at one of your Saturn return points or at your Saturn opposition between these points. 29, 58, 87, if we're lucky enough, we get our third Saturn return. Key points, right, where we have to take responsibility for our lives. So we'll be looking at these cycles quite specifically in the course, right? We're going to see that in 2025, Saturn is going to start a new ingress into Aries. Right? It's going to start a new 29-year cycle relative to its traveling through the entire zodiac. We're going to see that Jupiter is going to be moving into Cancer coming up in 2025. So these are really important cycles that we're going to be tracking. In fact, if we look where we are right now, we can see that we have Saturn is in Pisces, Jupiter is in Gemini. But as we move forward towards the end of 2024 and into 2025, what we're going to see is that come May, and actually I believe it's May 25th, yes, we're going to get Saturn moving into Aries. Now, of course, we already have Pluto, which has moved into Aquarius and is moving forward. It will station retrograde by then. We will have Neptune moving into Aries along with Saturn. Uranus will be about to change signs. Within a couple weeks of that, we get Uranus moving into Gemini in July. So the spring into summer of 2025, we're going to have a lot of energy shifting. This new pattern is going to be emerging between Pluto and Saturn and Neptune and Uranus. It's actually quite an opportune, it's like a window of opportunity with this very unique sextile and trine between all of these planets, where really this is a chance to plant a new seed. Something is calling us to be developed and built. We're going to get a preview of it. Of course, everything's going to retrograde as we go later into 2025. The planets will be moving backwards. Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn will go back into their previous signs. But then come 2026, we'll be moving forward again. And by the summer of 2026, it's full steam ahead. So this is a very important window that's opening up in the next 2 years. And so this course is really going to be about setting a game plan for these next 2 years by using Saturn and Jupiter cycles as our guide. So I'm building this as a 4-week course. We'll start every Saturday in January. And the first week we'll just dig into these guys as the architects of life. We'll really start to understand how Jupiter and Saturn work as complementary forces in our lives. In week 2, we'll look at your personal blueprint. We'll go through everyone's chart and start to see, okay, where is Jupiter and Saturn in the natal chart? We'll do some exercises. We'll have workbooks to work through. We'll do some journaling together. Really start to make a plan for how do I use these gifts, these tools that I have to my best effect. Then in week 3, we'll navigate the present. We'll take a look at Jupiter and Saturn in these transits that I just demonstrated. Where is that happening in your chart? Where is Saturn moving into Aries? Where is it starting something new? Where is Jupiter moving into Cancer? Where are all of these activations taking place in your chart? And when can you start building a game plan? And then between weeks 3 and 4, I'll also we'll have a one-on-one session with me. Everyone in the course will get a one-on-one. We'll have office hours, if you will, and I will help you in a Zoom call make your plan. We'll look at your chart personally and see how do you get on track. And then we'll start looking at the 4th week, and the last week we will build the dream. We'll all create a personal plan and try to align long-term goals with Jupiter's vision and Saturn's structure. So super important to be able to do. And so I'll have a link in the description below to the website. You guys can go to my site, Astrolab 21, under courses, and you'll find the Jupiter Saturn Cycles course, everything you need to know about it, a description of what we'll cover in each of the 4 weeks, who the course is for, what's included. I said these will be live via Zoom. We'll do 4 sessions. I'll have that consulting session for everyone. In the week between the 3rd and the 4th lecture, there'll be worksheets. You'll get your own custom PDF guide, which will have a playbook for you to sort of use. And I'll build a custom one for each student in the course. There'll be lifetime access to the recordings and to all the materials, so you'll be able to reference them at any time in the future. Also very excited to be starting an Astrolab community. This will be actually the first cohort to come through this. We'll start a community that I'm launching, another dream of mine that I'm hoping to build on this dream here by starting a community, a place where students and clients and other enthusiasts, a private place where we can share our charts and share the process of learning this stuff together, and to create a bit of sense of community around our enthusiasm and passion for astrology. So if you are an astrology enthusiast, you're a fan of the channel, you've been following these videos, you want to take a deeper look at these cycles, this would be a great course for you. If you're really feeling a sense of this proper alignment of this cosmic timing that we're moving through, the beginning of the Aquarius era, all that's going on in the world, it will really help us to orient and align our goals with the intention of the energy that's present. And then, anyone who's got a dream or a big vision that they really want to bring into the world, to ground it through a practical, disciplined process, this would be a perfect course for you, and a way of manifesting those dreams. So all the details are there on the website, so you can take a look at that. Like I said, link will be in the description below. So I hope that I can get a chance to share this course with some of you out there. It would be a great honor and pleasure. I'm really looking forward to bringing this first cohort together. It's going to be limited to 20 people, which is about the maximum course size that I can handle. I've tested this out. I've done some labs, and I've experimented with some of these courses. Hopefully this will be the first of many courses over the next year that I want to start offering as part of my services. So very excited, very enthusiastic. So yeah, this is a big dream of mine, and part of my plan for what's next as we move into this incredible new era together. Right, we're all moving in it together. We're all in it together. So be nice to build a sense of community around it and a sense of shared purpose and connection. So hopefully that's of interest to you. Like I said, if there's you or someone might be interested in this, please let them know, pass the word on. And I hope to see you in the course come in January. All right, that's it for now. Sat Nam, everyone.